it's not just a simple yes or no. Whether money buys happiness depends on each person. Your experiences of wealth or poverty shape your perception of happiness. So there are three factors to consider. Your definition of happiness, if you've never had money, and if you've had money. So what makes you happy? How do you define happiness? For most people, it isn't about the money itself, but what that money allows them to do. 99% of people's definition of happiness involves something you have to pay for. Money may not directly purchase happiness, but it definitely opens doors to experiences and opportunities that contribute to it. For those who've never had much, money can ease financial insecurity, reduce the stress of paying bills, and bring peace of mind. Imagine going to bed every night without worrying about rent, groceries, or unexpected emergencies. That's why the phrase money doesn't buy happiness resonates more with those who've always had it. They've never truly faced the kind of stress that comes from lacking basic necessities. For the super rich, money stops being as impactful. They face a different challenge, finding meaning and fulfillment beyond material wealth. Once your basic needs are consistently met, the novelty of new things wears off. This is why some of the wealthiest people turn to philanthropy, art, or spiritual pursuits to seek fulfillment money can't provide. What money can and can't buy. Money can buy freedom, and this is the freedom to pursue work you actually care about, travel and explore new places, escape toxic environments, choose where and how you live. When you're broke, you're stuck doing what you have to do, rarely what you want to do. Imagine staying in a toxic living situation because moving out isn't an option, or being trapped in a job you hate because you can't afford to quit. Money gives you the freedom to change these circumstances, making life more enjoyable. Look, perhaps money can't buy happiness, but poverty certainly can't buy anything. And that's where unhappiness thrives. Constant financial struggle brings stress, limits your choices, and forces you to sacrifice dreams for survival. When you lack money, every decision feels like a compromise. You might skip meals to pay rent, miss out on social events because you can't afford it, or stay in a bad situation because there's no escape. For many people, having enough money also means being able to live with dignity, meeting basic needs like food, housing, healthcare, and education without constant struggle, being able to provide for yourself and your family without depending on others or feeling ashamed, such as not having to ask for loans to cover rent. So again, a lack of money equals a lack of freedom, and that means doing what you have to do, not what you want to do. So here's what money can't buy. Money can't make sadness, anxiety, or other mental health problems go away. It can't heal broken hearts, fix family issues, or bring back loved ones. These are universal problems experienced by both the rich and poor. Some of the most miserable people in the world have plenty of money, and many people without much still feel very happy with their lives. Now here are other things that money can't buy. Respect. You can't buy someone's genuine admiration. True respect is earned through actions like being kind or dependable. For instance, a billionaire boss who mistreats their employees will never be respected. 2. Morals and values. Money can't teach someone right from wrong. For example, a wealthy person might destroy the environment to increase their profits. Even with all their money, they can't buy the morals to make better choices. A wealthy person might attract attention, but deep, unconditional love comes from emotional connection, not material gifts. Trust. Money can't buy someone's genuine faith in you. For example, a person who betrays a friend might try to make up for it with expensive gifts or money, but no matter how much they offer, the trust they lost can't be bought back. Don't see money as the destination. Money serves as a means to an end rather than being the ultimate goal. Think about it. Focusing only on money can lead to unhappiness. When you put money above all else, you neglect the actual important things in life. You neglect relationships, friends, family, your health, your purpose, and these are actually more significant contributors to long-term happiness. Because if money itself becomes the ultimate goal, you will never be satisfied, because where do you stop? Use money as a tool to make life more enjoyable and secure, but if you obsess over it, chasing materialism, ego, or status, you might end up miserable, because in the end, those things don't give much meaning to life. Smart ways to invest your money. So, holidays. You can recharge, create memories, and step back from daily stress. Quality clothes. These don't have to be expensive, but if they're durable and well made, they save you money in the long run. Your health. So food, gym, and regular checkups. These prevent future problems and improves your quality of life. Your home. A comfortable and safe environment can reduce stress and increase happiness. Supporting your family. Investing in their needs is an investment in your own happiness. And finally, your knowledge. So books or mentors. And this can lead to personal growth and better opportunities. These investments improve your life and the lives of those around you. The plateau of happiness. So let's talk about this graph. On the x-axis, we have income And on the y-axis, we have happiness. Notice how the curve starts steep but flattens out over time. This represents the relationship between money and happiness. Studies show that beyond a certain income, around £70,000 per year, more money has diminishing returns on happiness. This means additional income doesn't make much difference to your quality of life. But look at the steep part of the curve where struggling is. This is where money matters most. Someone earning minimum wage, for example, might see their quality of life dramatically improve if their income doubles. Why? Because they can finally afford essentials like healthcare, save for emergencies, or enjoy small luxuries like taking a vacation. However, once someone reaches a plateau where basic needs and a little more are comfortably covered, earning even more money has less impact on happiness. The jump from 20,000 to 40,000 a year has far greater impact than the jump from 70,000 to 100,000. This doesn't mean money is not important. It's incredibly important at the lower end. But once you're financially stable, the key to happiness often shifts to things like relationships, purpose, and health. Remember, money is a tool. Use it to create the life you want, but never let it define your happiness.